Hey guys, Ben Williams coming to you from North Dakota. This morning I did a video on Bitcoin Plus, the pump and dump. More pump and dumping's going on as we speak. Yeah, I went through, I looked at Poloniex and I was like, Jesus, you gotta be kidding me, man. And some of you guys think it's great and it's fun and all that stuff, but man, really, what's going on, I believe, is, there's a lot of smart money trying to pick up the good stuff, and they're not afraid to throw $100,000 away to keep that money busy, dumb money busy, doing other things. All right, so I mean, it does, like Bitcoin Plus, it's a perfect example. It doesn't take a lot of money to move the needle on that. There's only 95,000 Bitcoin Plus, okay, and it's basically, from what I understand, it's pretty much an abandoned project. There might be like 2 or 3 computers that might run a node for it. But, yeah, so, I mean, what does smart money do? They plan ahead, and they're like, we need as much of this as we can for as cheap as we can, and keep it cheap as long as we can keep it cheap. So we've got to distract the dumb money away. We can't let them know what's really going on here. So we throw a bunch of, like, it's like, have you ever fed those fish where you go over to the fish feeder, you put in 25 cents, and you get those pellets in your hand, and you throw them out there, and all the fish run over? Yeah, that's pretty much what's going on, guys. That's pretty much what's going on. So you guys do what you want to do, but I'm, you can go through my other videos. Where I'm putting my money is Ethereum, not Ethereum Classic. I think Ethereum Classic was another tactic. It's being used as maybe a test network, okay, and but it's Ethereum, okay. Ethereum Classic was maybe built as a test network, and they were like, we'll make some controversy here and say which one's the real Ethereum, okay? And that'll, instead of like 100% of your money going into Ethereum, you're like, because I was confused. I was like, which one's the real Ethereum? Well, I'm sticking with Vitalik and those guys, or and the developers and everything cool that's going on with Ethereum. So instead of, making the decision easier, let's just make it hard for the people who are too short-sighted to see what's going, how to make the real big money. Because the big money, the real big money, isn't made when there's an art to timing and price. There really, truly is. There's an art to it. But that's not where the big money's made. The big money, the real big money, is made with steady buying and patience. Okay? That's where you're going to get the big, massive gains. No one ever bought a Bitcoin. Not too many people no one that I know have bought a Bitcoin for sub $1 and kept it until it was plus 1,000. Okay, they might have forgotten that they had a couple Bitcoin over here that they bought, and then stumbled back across that wall and was like, holy moly, maybe someone that was out there buying, weed back when Silk Road was out there, and they might have had like 20 Bitcoin left over and just left it there. And odds are that's lost. But what I'm getting at here is there's a lot of smart money coming into this space, okay? And that's because cryptocurrency, like Ethereum, is evolved. It's going to the next level. They're not wanting to just transfer money 365 days a week, 7 days a week like Bitcoin can. And they're not just wanting to do it fast like Ripple can. Okay? They want smart contracts. They want a platform that they can build other things on top of. Imagine a cryptocurrency that works like your smartphone. Okay? I saw Vitalik talking about this. Where he wanted it, when he designed Ethereum, he designed it to where, like your smartphone, when you get it, that's not all your phone does. You can download apps onto your smartphone, and then it'll run those apps. Well, that's how Ethereum is designed. So it's designed, and it's the first worldwide decentralized supercomputer. It's a computer, okay? And now you're out there, instead of buying the first, the biggest, most awesome thing that's ever been made, instead of buying that, you're out there chasing these stupid cryptocurrencies that are up 1,000% and are going to be worthless in less than 3 days. So that's how they get the money to flow the direction that they want it to flow. They'll pump those alts. And they're like, that just keeps all that dumb money over there while we're over here. Just keep them over there because we're over here. This is where we want to be. You can look at the Ethereum price chart, and they will short it. And when they're shorting it, they're buying it. Okay, and they're doing everything they can to, compress the price and keep it down while they're willing to waste money just to keep it at a certain price, so that way they can keep the price as low as they can, so they can get their hands on as much as they can for as long as they can. And they'll use every tactic in the book to do so. Okay, but we've got what's called price compression going on right now, and steady buying power, steady buying pressure. Okay, so there's steady buying pressure going on with Ethereum, which means, the shorting and all these other tactics that they're using, throwing money over here into the alt junk and making the needles move on those, and then getting all the money moving in that direction. It still ain't doing enough, okay? So what's happening is the bids are growing, and the sellers, they're running out. They're not too many people are left at these levels that want to sell. So you're looking at, we're getting to a position where if any bit of good news comes in the next week or so, Ethereum's off to the races, and you're going to sit there and you're going to say, I could have bought Ethereum for, let's go back in time. You could have bought it as it ICO'd for 25 cents. Okay, and then you had to watch it run all the way to $20 like I did. And then you got to see it fall all the way down, but you were scared of it because it was falling down. I started buying when it started cracking the 9s. And then it cracked 8s, and I was even happier. I liked it even more at 8 than I did at 9. And then it cracked into the 7s, and I absolutely loved it in the 7s. I was in love with it. It could have stayed in the 7s for as long as it wanted to. Okay? It even cracked the 7s into the 6s barely, but that was just like for like 3 seconds. It seemed like. By the time I got saw it on my phone and got my order in on Coinbase, it was already back up into the high 7s. But anyhow, I mean, so you got to see it in the 7s, and then you had your chance to buy it in the 7s, 8s, 9s, 10s, and then it exploded up into the $16 range, and then it exploded to the $30 range, and then it exploded to the $50 range. Where do you think it's going to next? I mean, I don't know too many other things where you can just buy the world's first supercomputer, decentralized computing platform that can do all these amazing things, and all these amazing things can be... Basically, this is Skynet, okay? Ethereum Skynet, okay? And this is how we're going to get Terminator, okay? I mean, it's going to give birth to probably AI, and you're over there messing with First Blood and Bitcoin Plus. You guys do what you want. I've talked enough. Ben Williams out.